bottom portion, as I mentioned earlier, is about the dirt that secures your loan. So if we're working kind of from left to right here in that bottom section, it's labeled the estimated taxes, insurance, and assessments. Okay, then there's a dollar amount just to the right of that. That dollar amount is supposed to represent as a whole the taxes, insurance, and assessment monthly for this transaction. Then as we move again further to the right, there's 3 boxes labeled property taxes, homeowners insurance, and other. You're to check the boxes that represent what that dollar amount is made up of. Now in our example here, it's made up of all 3 of them: property taxes, homeowners insurance, and other, which represents homeowners association dues. And you don't always have all 3 checked because they don't always have, there's not always going to be homeowners association dues with every transaction. Then we're going to say, all right, relative to the boxes that were checked in the far right-hand side in this section, is any of that money being escrowed with this loan in connection with this transaction? So, for example, there's $356.13 a month in taxes, insurance, and assessments. Okay, some of it's property taxes, some of it's homeowners insurance, some of it's association dues. Are we escrowing for any of that in connection with this transaction? And the answer is yes for taxes, yes for insurance, but we're not escrowing for homeowners association dues. The potential answers here are yes, no, and some. So you can see how yes and no play out. Well, when would you use some? Well, some of you are large enough institutions that you're required to escrow for flood insurance. And so it could be you have a loan that requires flood insurance, and therefore you're required to escrow for it in a lot of situations. But maybe you're not escrowing for hazard insurance. Not very common, but that could theoretically happen. In that case, the answer would be some, because you're escrowing for flood, but not for hazard. Now remember, the answer to this question is in relationship to this loan. You always have to disclose estimated taxes, insurance, and assessments. However, it could be that you're doing the subordinate lien loan, and the first lien holder is escrowing for these monies. If that's the case, you're going to answer no here, and you have to explain to the borrower that while this is the estimated taxes, insurance, and assessments, they're being escrowed by another lender, and that's why the answer is no here. It could be a little confusing sometimes in the conversation.